You ever notice how some people just don't adore celebrities? Not out of spite, not out of jealousy, not out of rebellion, just because they don't see the point. They watch the world worship fame like it's oxygen, but something in them never inhales the smoke. Something in them stays grounded, like their feet know the difference between a spotlight and the sun. Today, let's talk about those people, the people who respect talent, admire skill, but refuse to kneel. And maybe, just maybe, you'll recognize yourself in one of these 5 types we will discover. Stick around to find out, because this is going to be a journey into the minds of people who just seem not to adore celebrities in the world. Let's start with the first type, the ones who see the human first. These are the people who look at a celebrity and don't see a god, they see a person. Where others scream, they observe. Where others chase, they understand. They know that fame is just a camera turned to maximum brightness. They know a spotlight can make any face glow. They know every glamorous photo has a trash bin just outside the frame. So instead of worshiping the image, they analyze the reality. They say things like, he's talented, but he's still just a man. She's successful, but she's not my compass. Because people who don't adore celebrities aren't impressed by distance. They're impressed by character. And you can't measure character with red carpets, retweets, or magazine covers. The second type are the ones who don't get hypnotized by the noise. There's something different about them. When celebrity culture explodes with excitement, they don't flinch. When the internet screams about the latest scandal, they don't blink. It's not apathy, it's clarity. They don't chase after drama because there's enough drama in their own life to manage. They don't obsess over strangers because they'd rather invest in the people who actually matter. They don't memorize every detail about someone who doesn't even know they exist, because people who don't adore celebrities aren't allergic to boredom. They're allergic to distraction. The third type are the ones who reverse the spotlight. Now here's the interesting part. People who don't adore celebrities tend to turn the spotlight inward. They don't say, I wish I were like them. They say, what can I build? They don't say, look at that lifestyle. They say, what lifestyle am I creating? They don't elevate strangers. They elevate themselves, because they understand a secret most people will never learn. Admiration can become a cage. And if you stare at someone else's life long enough, you forget to live yours. So these people choose differently. They choose agency. They choose growth. They choose identity. They don't chase fame. They chase purpose. They don't crave validation. They crave mastery. And that's the kind of hunger that doesn't starve. The fourth type are the ones who aren't impressionable. There's a powerful calmness in them. They don't get attached to brands. They don't get hypnotized by interviews. They don't change their morals because a celebrity said something poetic. They think for themselves. While the world copies trends, they hold on to standards. While the world imitates, they innovate. While the world idolizes, they analyze. People who don't adore celebrities are the type to research the facts instead of believing the headlines. They're the type to say, good for them, and then quietly return to their work. Their values don't bend for fame, fashion, or influence. They don't want to be told who to love. They don't want to be told who to hate. They don't want to be told who to follow. They follow reason. They follow integrity. They follow reality. And reality is always quieter than fame. And finally, the fifth type are the ones who keep their power. Here's the real truth. People who don't adore celebrities are the hardest to manipulate. You can't sell them an identity. You can't sell them belonging. You can't sell them fantasy, because they already know who they are. They admire greatness, but they refuse to surrender their self-worth. They respect talent, but they don't offer their soul in exchange. They appreciate art, but they don't confuse the artist with a savior. These are the people who stay grounded while everyone else floats. These are the people who stay whole while everyone else gets shaped by influence. These are the people who don't collapse at the sight of fame, because they know the truth that most will never accept. Fame doesn't make someone special. Character does. So if you're one of those people, one of the rare ones who can admire without worshiping, respect without idolizing, appreciate without losing yourself, then understand this. You're not cold. You're not detached. You're not, too serious. You're simply aware. Aware of your worth. Aware of the illusion. Aware of the difference between admiration and identity. Because the truth is, you didn't reject celebrities. You just chose something better yourself. Now, if you've ever found yourself not adoring celebrity, which type do you think you relate to? Or maybe you have a completely different reason. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you don't feel that way, what's your take on those who do? Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section below. And if this made you feel different, hit subscribe. We go deeper every day. Don't forget to like the video. It helps more people to see messages like this. Still Human is not just the channel, it's our identity.